Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing a Q&A video. So I posted on my Instagram asking for some questions that you guys had, and yeah, I'll just be doing that. So I'm going to open my Instagram and just kind of look through them. So yeah, I'll just start from the start. So the first question says, your most treasured doll in your whole collection, and what is your favorite line and why? So I guess my most treasured doll would probably be Campfire Felicia, only because I got such a good deal finding her that I'm just obsessed. So yeah, she's probably my most treasured doll. And then in terms of my favorite line, I'd say I have a top 3, and it would be Magic Hair, Passion for Fashion Wave 2, and Campfire. So the next question is from A. Grims, and they said, what made you get into or back into Bratz? So basically, while we were in lockdown last year, I was just addicted to watching YouTube, and just all of a sudden one day, a Bratz haul or restoration, I can't remember exactly, video was in my suggested list, and I just watched it out of curiosity, and I was like, oh my god, I used to have them when I was a kid. And then I was like, I used to have them when I was a kid, I want to buy them. I went on eBay and I bought a bundle, and it went from there, and I was addicted. And so the next question is, who is your favorite Bratz character? So my favorite character is, so I'll do 2. So from the main core, it's Jade, and from the everyone, it would probably be Kumi. So the next question is your favorite and least favorite Bratz line. So my favorites are, like I just said earlier, Magic Hair, Campfire, and Passion for Fashion Wave 2. In terms of my least favorite, so I don't count anything past 2010, or past from the first reboot, since I don't really know much about them. But from 2001 to 2009, I'd say my least fave. It's hard because I feel like my least fave is the play sports, but some of the play sports I really love, and it's such a big line, so it's kind of hard to say play sports in total, as a line, because it's so big. I really don't like Birthday Wave 1. I think the dolls are nice, but I think the outfits are hideous. And I don't really like the fashion show lines. I just think they're really basic, and that was only Yasmin and Chloe for the most part. But in saying that, I do absolutely love this Yasmin, which is the fashion show something. I think swimwear? I'm not sure. This is her original piece here, but this is Welcome to Fabulous Sasha, and I don't know whose stockings these are. Yeah, this girl I'm obsessed with, so fierce. But yeah, I don't really care for the lines in general. So the next question is, who was your first doll? So the first ones from when I was a kid, I can't really remember. I do vividly remember the Wintertime Wonderland Eton. So I don't know who was my first, but I really remember that doll. So my first 4 as an adult collector were Eye Candy's Phoebe, Birthday Wave 2 Chloe, Style Yasmin, and Style Chloe. So yeah, I'll put a photo up on the screen if I can find one from that bundle, but that was the first one I got as an adult collector. So the next question is rarest doll that I own. I think the rarest doll that I own, I'll go get her. So I think it's her. This is Head Games Dana version 2. She does have pretty much the exact same screening as Wintertime Wonderland, but just slightly different. But yeah, a very experienced Bratz collector in the Facebook group told me that she is very hard to find and rare. Dolls which are rare and dolls which are not are kind of a hot topic in the community, as always. So yeah, let me know if she's not rare or whatever, but as far as my understanding, she's the rarest doll that I own, and I got her in a random bundle. And I nearly sold her because I thought she was just a Wintertime Wonderland, which I already had. So the next question is top 10 fave dolls. So I actually have a whole video about this, so I'll link it somewhere on the screen or in the caption. And next is top 10 Bratz characters. That is hard. I want to see if I can quickly come up with something. Jade, Kumi, Sasha, Kina, Dana, Fiona, Felicia, Destiny, Rhea, Yasmin, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of hard to think on the spot. And so the next question is from the official Bunny Boo. Hi girl, I love your channel, by the way. Thank you so much for all the support. It means a lot and I really love your channel. But yeah, you asked first ever Bratz doll, fave doll related memory. So I kind of touched on it earlier, but I have a really nice memory of when I was a kid, me and my sister. I remember we had this like blanket, and it was like a blanket from one of us when we were kids, and we used to like lay the blanket on the floor and kind of have that as kind of like whatever is inside the blanket is like the play zone, and that's where we would like set up our dolls. And we used to have lots of like play sets and stuff like that, so we would make a whole display, and then we would like go through the box of dolls and choose like 4 or 5 each, and then we would like make them over and then play with them in the little setup we made. But I always remember, because I'm 4 years older than my sister, so I always remember she was younger, and so she was really like into like playing with them and like acting out scenarios, whereas I was more just I wanted to like dress them and like do their hair and all of that. And I just remember like really vividly, like, because I was older, so my sister kind of just did what I said, and I was like, I would get all the dolls, we'd make them over, and then once I made them all over, she's like, oh, let's play now, and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to play anymore. I remember that really vividly, and then I would just like force myself to play with her, because she played with, like, she was getting them ready with me. But yeah, I really remember that. And I guess dolls that I vividly remember owning as a kid is Hot Summer Days Jade, Passion for Fashion Jade, Costume Party Yasmin, Holiday Christmas Chloe, Wintertime Wonderland Eaton, Passion for Fashion Yasmin, Wave 1. I vividly remember, and Bratz Kid Sasha. I vividly remember all of those. So the next question is, if you could only keep one doll, which would it be? That is such a hard question, I don't know, but making a decision off the top of my head, it would be this Yasmin. I am like just so obsessed with this Yasmin. She's one of the few dolls that I actually keep doubles of, and I made this one articulated. And I don't know, I just like love the way I did her hair, and she has like such a soft face and like this outfit. And I really love this Yasmin. So I don't know if that's my answer, but I'll say it. I would keep this Yasmin. So the next question is thoughts on scalpers. So I've got lots of opinions on that. So I think the word scalper gets thrown out a bit too much these days. I think buying something and reselling for a profit is fine. Everyone does that. Everyone wants money. I think the difference is, one, how much profit they're trying to get, and two, whether they're buying or collecting dolls with purely the intent of reselling. So because I obviously sell a lot of dolls as well, because I mainly buy bundles. I don't usually buy individual dolls because, one, it's so expensive, and two, I don't really care about having complete sets or something like that. Like, one outfit is enough for me. So yeah, buying bundles is way more financially viable, and it's kind of fun to like piece together dolls from different bundles. So, but yeah, doing that, I always end up with like doubles, triples, quadruples of like very common dolls like Fun Cat Fiona, Costume Party Yasmin, Fun Cat Dana. Yeah, so I do sell dolls as well. And yeah, I guess the difference is I'm obviously not a scalper. I don't sell for ridiculous prices. I literally put them on eBay for like a very small bid and just let people choose what they want to pay. If people are going to go for it, then they'll go for it, and if they're not, then it'll sell for a small amount. I'm not really doing it to get money. I'm more just doing it to make space. I don't need triples of dolls, so, you know. But yeah, scalpers are a nightmare. I feel like in my opinion, what would be reasonable and what would not be considered scalping is, for example, you know that Texas store that is selling like all of these new inbox dolls for really cheap. I don't know how much they are exactly. I assume like $20 or something, maybe. I'm not sure. But say that is the price. If someone's going to sell those same inbox dolls for, say, $50 on eBay, that's still a $30 profit, which I think is reasonable. And $50 is a reasonable price for a new inbox doll. It's in this day and age, it's cheap, but I think it's reasonable. I think anything over like $60, $70 is ridiculous. But that's just what it's like nowadays. But because $50, when Bratz was still on the shelf, at least in Australia, they would have been around $50. So I think that's a fair price. So I think, yeah, selling for a profit is obviously fine. It's just how much over you're going. And also, scalpers wouldn't exist without foolish fans buying them. So I think instead of advocating against scalpers, we need to advocate in our own community to stop buying at ridiculous prices and have some fucking patience. Like, the amount of people that I see in like the collector groups and stuff that are just fucking throwing hundreds at like these random common dolls just because they want them like straight away. Like, girl, relax. Oh, it's so mental. But yeah, I could go on and on about this topic, so I'll just leave it at that. So the next comment is, what kind of lines do you hope Bratz will really release during the reboot? So I think it's confirmed that they're doing First Edition and Rock Angels. I'm a bit confused with this question. If you're asking which lines do I want them to re-release, I'd say, I guess, my favorites, like Magic Hair, Campfire, Passion for Fashion. I think they should re-release those. But if you're saying what types of lines should they release going forward, if they are going forward with new lines, I think I saw this comment on Facebook, and sorry, I can't remember your name, so I can't credit you properly, but you basically said that they should do old lines but with new characters. Like, for example, Spring Break, Jade, Sasha, and Dana or something. You know what I mean? Campfire Sasha, Campfire Jade. I would love that. I would love that. Wintertime Wonderland Kumi, Wintertime Wonderland Felicia, Wintertime Wonderland Fiona. I think it would be really good for them to do old lines. But see, the problem with this is that I don't know if they could keep to the same quality. Like, yeah, I'm not really sure about the whole doll politics. I heard like something about how they cost so much more to make these days than they used to. I don't know. But I feel like if they're going forward, the only way for them to succeed is they have to at least match the previous quality. Like, you can't release something that's worse. Like, you can't do a re-release that's worse, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anyways, kind of went off topic, but yeah, I would like them to do re-releases of older lines, but with new characters. Okay, the next question is, what is your fave piece of Bratz clothing? I think it would have to be this Midnight Dance Fiana's top. Let me take this off so you can see it properly. I love this top so much. It's so gorgeous. I think I mentioned it in another video, but I love how like it still looks modern and fresh, even though it's like obviously like 2000s inspired. But yeah, it would probably be this, and also this dress. I also adore. Also, I just like went through, so this doll was like right in the back of my display, and I just knocked over like an entire shelf trying to get her out. So rip having to put that back. I need to get some doll stands. They just keep falling over. Okay, so the next question is, what do you think about Roxy and Never's relationship? By the way, love your videos so much. Thank you so much. In terms of Roxy and Never's relationship, of course I love it. I think it's amazing that we have an official in-canon gay couple. And I hope that they push it more in the reboot. I would love to see like a 2-pack, like a date pack with them, or like a Pride edition pack with them, or something. And because I feel like the creators of Bratz know that their target audiences are not kids. So yeah, going forward with the relaunch, I think they don't really need to worry so much about like politics and stuff in terms of that sense. Like, oh, is it inappropriate for kids or whatever? Which it's not inappropriate for kids anyways. But, you know, if they were to think that, like, ain't no kids probably going to be buying Bratz on the relaunch. So yeah, I'd love to see like a date pack or like a Pride pack or something like that with those two. The next question is, what's the toughest transformation you've had to do on a Bratz or other doll? So it would be my Dance Star celebrity Chloe. I'll show her. So she has this awful polypropylene hair, and I'll see if I can find some photos of what it looked like and how the fixing process went. I'll put them on the screen if I can find them. But essentially her hair was so fucked up and matted, it snapped my like metal comb in half. So I had to boil wash her hair 3 times before I even started washing it. So yeah, it was an absolute nightmare, but it's very nice. Well, I mean, it's as nice as it can get now. And I love this hairstyle I did her. She's very gorgeous. So the next question is, what's currently your most wanted doll? So I am lucky enough to pretty much have my main grails, well, my main initial grails. So I'd say my next top 3 would be Live in Concert Nevra, Head Games version, or Head Games like Wave 1, like the Jade, Megan, Dana, and Chloe set, the Head Games Arena set, and Campfire Dana. So I'm actually planning on trading one of my Felicias for a Campfire Dana. So yeah, I should be getting her soon, hopefully. I'm still working that out with the person I'm going to trade with, but yeah. And live in concert Never. Oh my god. I saw her in a bundle on Marketplace and I missed out by like 5 fucking minutes. Like, oh my god, I'm so mad. Like, that is not, there's not every day that a live in concert Never shows up in a random bundle. Like, I was so mad at myself for missing out on that. But yeah, so I guess the head games I just want to. Oh, and Passion for Fashion Wave 2 Jade is actually probably my #1 favorite. She seems to be very common in the UK, but I think she wasn't released in Australia, so I have never seen her on Australian eBay. And I'm like checking like fucking European marketplaces and like European eBay like all the time to try and find her. So hopefully I'll get her at some stage. So the next question is, if you can create a line for Bratz, what would it be? That's a really good question, actually. I think I have a few ideas. I would love to do a kind of like a back to school, but more mature, like maybe like back to university or like something like that. Just kind of like wearing casual clothes, but looking like smart and preppy, like kind of like Gossip Girl style. I would love that. And I would also love another girls' night out type of line, like a clubbing line, but maybe like more mature, like kind of like Las Vegas line, basically like skinny girls going clubbing. Oh, and actually, you know what? I would also love a kind of like what OMG does, how their dolls are very heavily referenced by certain celebrities. I would love if Bratz did like a pop stars line, where like each doll like was a specific pop star. Like, for example, let me think. Let's say we will do one per decade. So we could do like Chloe, could be 80s Madonna. And I would love to see Chloe with like a short true blue type of Madonna hair. I'll put a photo for reference on here. I would love that. And then say Yasmin could do Mariah, 90s Mariah with like the really curly hair, photo for reference. Sasha could do Beyonce, like 2000s Destiny's Child, Dangerously in Love Beyonce. And Jade could do, it's hard with Jade because unfortunately there's not really many Asian pop stars, but I'd say she could do maybe like, I'm trying to think of like a K-pop star, IU or Taeyeon. I'll put them both on the screen. But yeah, I'd love to see like a type of line like that, like a pop stars line. Oh, the next question is kind of similar to that actually. It's if Bratz made a collab with a singer, who do you think would be a good one? I think Bratz and a K-pop group would be a really good idea. Like, for example, Bratz x Blackpink, because like there's 4 members, 4 dolls, and like obviously they don't have to be the characters, but they could be like styled, inspired by their style or something like that. I think that would be an awesome collab. I just really want Blackpink dolls, so I think that would be really cool. So the next question says, hi, I love your YouTube and I wanted to know if you're still thinking of doing trade. So I am thinking of trading still. So I am trading one Felicia for Campfire Dana. So I still have 2 more that I'm not looking to get rid of them, but I'm open to trading. So I guess kind of if you've been watching the video, the dolls that I've said that are on my wanted list, Passion for Fashion Wave 2 Jade Sasha, Head Games, I don't know. I want like all the dolls that everyone wants. Live in Concert Jade, Live in Concert Nevra, Dresden, Sabina, like, you know, all of the dolls that everyone wants. So, and nobody wants to trade them. So it's not really going anywhere with that. But yeah, message me on Instagram or something and let me know which dolls you have that you're open to trading and I can see. Something also I'm open to doing is trading like a complete Felicia for like maybe a group of more common dolls that I don't have. Yeah, I don't know, DM me. And the last question is, what was the first doll that made you fall in love with Bratz? So I can't really remember, I guess, from when I was a child, but the thing that really kickstarted my like addiction when I was an adult was probably Tokyo Agogo Collector's Kumi, because she was the first new inbox doll I ever got. And yeah, I was just obsessed after I got her. So yeah, that's all the questions. Thank you so much for asking me, guys, on my Instagram. I really appreciate it, and I think it made a good video. So please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, it really helps. And yeah, stay tuned because like I said in my previous video, I have so many videos coming out. The next video will probably be a collection video on all my sashes. I've already filmed it, so I've just got to edit it. It will probably be next. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.